so I'm going to decide who the hell I'm going to talk to. Now, I've been thinking about this since I left work. And I think I want to find some more about Zuri. She seems pretty interesting. So we're going to talk with Zuri. Or Kika. I didn't think hard enough about this. How bad is this decision going to affect me in the future? I have no idea. Let's talk to Zuri. How many shift jumps have you gone on? A couple dozen, I think. I used to command a small team of military police before this, so we had more station duty than fleet duty. You were a cop? It's a lot more boring than it sounds. Most of the time, we just ticketed Marines who sped on the base or would do drills for events that never happened. If I never have to sit in some hangar checking IDs of pilots again, then my life will be sunny. You did critical work that ensured the safety of mission and essential equipment. I know, and I'm proud of never losing a single one. That doesn't make those 12-hour shifts any less boring. I used to practice my fighting style with one of my troops during our downtime. I'm a little envious. The lieutenant, probably a flight officer at the time, had command of troops, and I never did. What did you do before coming to us? I worked a small listening outpost on the edge of Katagion space. I was by myself, hoping that some sort of ship would drift into my space. Did you ever see any Raltian ships in your space? The only ship I ever saw was the automated cargo ship that would bring me in supplies every other month. Still, you did critical work that ensured the safety of a mission essential equipment. I'm just as confused as you are. I guess we both have exciting careers. But that's the point of the adventure, right? We're finally going to do something with a more visible impact. Indeed. Zuri looks at me with an eager smile and a fierce look. I sense determination in the demeanor's soft green eyes. DREAMON. She's a DREAMON. A DREAMON! She's a dragon. She's a fucking dragon. I'm just gonna call her a dragon. Because that's what she is. She's a fucking dragon. So, I think you might be underestimating her. Hey, speak your mind. Well, I know I might have almost nearly possibly knocked you out yesterday, but if you're looking for my permission to keep practicing, you're gonna have to go to Command Rasuna instead. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I forgive you. It must be hard to keep busy on this ship. Ah! What are you doing? No, what are you doing? Oh! My computer just twigged out. I forgive you. It must be hard keeping busy on this ship. How did you keep yourself entertained at your post? I played computer games. Really? I tried before, but I couldn't understand it very well. Something about falling candy and had to move it around. She's talking about Candy Crush. Holy poop. Candy Shop. I've played it before. It was fun. It looked really fun. I just couldn't understand it. Perhaps. How about a trade? You teach me your martial arts, and I'll teach you Candy Shop. Oh, I was worried you were going to ask me to teach you the flute. Wait, that's a much. Nope, too late. I accept the original offer. Ha! Could you at least play me a song sometime? Oh, she seems a bit down about that. Never mind. Training is more than enough. Pain in her eyes whenever she talks about her music. Why? It's something to be proud of. I wish I could play such beautiful, alluring music. She's so fortunate. Crew, resume your stations. Prepare for shift. I barely managed to strap myself in before the violent rattling started up again. Clutching to the straps, white-knuckled, all I can do is pray that we don't damage some critical piece of equipment during our shift in. If it didn't take a few thousand years to get from one place to another, it would never take such unreliable transportation. Why can't we have developed wormholes instead? Point to point, all done! I like the way you think. When I become fleet technician, I'm going to devote all of my resources to developing that technology. So much safer and quicker than this. It's okay? Nat, it's okay. Trust the ship. Trust the maintenance. Trust Sol and Alphonse. Okay, maybe life on that mud hole had a few perks of being over an adventure. Are you alright? Fine. Faye. Who is Faye? The dog. You don't look... If she says she's fine, she's fine. Oh. Nat, Nat, you gotta hang though. Right, I can do this. After a few more seconds of fear-inducing vibrations, the ship returns to normal convulsions of space travel. Not smooth, but not so terrifying that I can't focus on anything else. There. I see the world that will be my first investigation site. The planet is unnamed, just a random alphanumeric designator. Nobody would ever care about it if some research team hadn't decided to go there digging around. Captain Moonfollow, environmental report. Can I get up yet? Sorry, I haven't completed my shift out checklist. You are now cleared up. Thanks. Let's see. Everything checks out. Hospital for our crew? Though it may be a little too oxygen-rich for Commander Rasuna to breathe comfortably. Slightly smaller than Earth, gravitational pull is within 0.00001% of Earth's. The supplied coordinates will put us down in the temperate area. Mid-70s Fahrenheit, temperature, grasslands, no major life forms to note. I see some smaller ones, similar to small mammals, in the local area. Aw, I wanted to bring the heavy weapons today. That's not dangerous. If I have to be afraid of some stray cat, then I have bigger problems in my life. My orders stand. Major Puxio, what are you expecting to find at this site? Truthfully, I have no clue what I'm going to find at the first site. We were always taught that it was the most dangerous part of investigation. You can only go in with what intel you told you. I'm going down there with nothing but me and my wits. Everywhere from now on is going to have much better intelligence, since I should be able to find some sort of clues here. But for now, this mission is operating in the blind. That is not what I like to hear, Major. Really, Natalie? You don't have any better idea? Oh, come on! Life is boring when you know everything ahead of you. And a lot shorter. What are you guys talking about? I'm expecting to find an abandoned camp in the middle of a forest. Then why the hell I have no stinking clue what to find, Bit? Natalie, you were doing an internal monologue out loud again. Oh, shit. Why didn't you stop me? Because it was kind of important information. Great. Now I look like a fool again. I need to be more careful about that. Lieutenant Zuri? Yeah, safety, security, and what was the last S word you always said? Swords? Why would you ever criticize your practice of swords? I don't know, I really don't pay attention. I mean, yes, Major, safety, security, and swords. Just fall out. Yes, Commander. Zuri, just don't get us killed. How about mauled? No. Ravaged? No. Maimed? Don't encourage her. I know I should, but I'm trying my best not to lose my cool. My first real ground side investigation. The butterflies in my stomach won't stop zooming around in my gut. 4 people under my command. I have to be on point. I have to be the razor's edge. They're counting on me. Time to earn those major stripes, Natalie. A planet that has no name, a world that has no civilization, the woods are as still as a lost grave of the adventurer Killick Harnson. No, bad. No thinking about dead Sitos. If you think about the names of the wall, you're going to end up being one. Still, the comparison is warranted. It's so silent around here, so still. Not even a breeze is blowing through the abandoned campsite. Such peacefulness sits ill in my heart. We should return to the ship. I don't fucking remember what voice I gave him. It's okay. We just scared all the animals away with the ship's engines. They'll return in time. And eat us, perchance? Why are you so scared? You're a fucking dragon. Oh shit, I skipped something. Stop worrying, Colonel. I checked the scanners and nothing bigger than my fist registered for 5 miles around us.
Small can be ferocious. With all due respect, we should limit our voices not to disturb any potential wildlife, sir. Major Puxio, are you ready?
Are you ready? The sudden shift in Soul's professionalism toward me catches me off guard for a moment, but I grab it by as an anchor. Focus is key. This is no different than a training mission. I'm ready. Nobody touch anything. The clues around here could be anything.
Then I'm heading back to the shuttle. If you need me, my lady, please call.
That will be fine, sir.
If you need a break, I could always use the company.
Stop hitting on her.
We've got work to do. We are yours to command, Major Puxio.
Okay, Lieutenant Zuri, I want you setting up sensors and seeing what you can about remaining camp defenses. Already did.
Really?
It was the first thing I did when we came off the shuttle. It'd be really bad of me to let you step on a landmine or something.
That's right.
I should have had her check the first second we stepped off. A mistake.
Surprisingly good work from you.
Don't sound surprised all the time, please. Then could you keep an eye out for any potential threats? Of course. Nobody's gonna hurt you while I'm here. Just telling me the casual remark is a serious one. It's a comforting thought to know someone is ensuring my safety. Captain Moonfollow, I want you to help in determining what happened to the camp's residents. The camp looks almost too spotless to be abandoned. I need to study the local fauna anyway.
Our mission takes priority. Don't lose focus. Soul, Major Hackett.
Major, my mission to investigate flora and fauna is the mission from the board of directors. Yours is Space Force directed. My mission trumps yours. Now, wait, but I can do both. You can count on me, Natalie. Thanks. She needs to remember we are a team, not a bunch of lone wolves. If she has her own mission, we can't hold a grudge. Orders are orders.
Whatever.
Focus, Major Hackett. I need you to help me look for clues about what they were looking for here. This place reeks of strangeness.
Then we are in agreement. Why here? Why this place? I don't see any good reason to stay here.
That's why we need to find out.
And may luck bless us. I'll report anything I find.
I'll walk around the camp with the utmost care. Any potential delicate clue could be lying underfoot. I have to be cautious. But as I nose around the tents, it is the lack of clues that highlights itself to me. There's no sign of struggle, no sign of attack by wildlife that could be driven the researchers away, no signs of hasty departure. Why would somebody abandon all of their survival gear? Yet, I cannot find any trace of what they were doing. All computers, all documentations are conspicuously absent. Personal effects are also strangely absent. I can find plenty of jackets for what I suppose would be on cold nights, but I can't find a single picture of somebody's loved ones. Why? I sit down on one of the thin collapsible chairs around the table and can only presume once held computer racks. There has to be something here that I'm missing. Were they planning on returning soon? Maybe an excursion into local areas? Still, why would they take all their computers equipment, but none of their survival gear? Bridge, this is ground team.
Go ahead, ground team.
Requesting a scan for any humanoid life forms within 50-mile radius of our site.
Wilco, we'll send you the reports in 10.
I copy. Thanks. There isn't any point in doing that, Nat. What makes you say that? Zuri flares her wings like a hawk, zooming in on its prey. I have to resist the urge to jump back. I can feel a disturbance on the wind. The voice of the wild, the voice of the world. You can? Your wings are sensitive enough to detect those sorts of things? It takes a lot of work to decipher what I feel, but you don't get to perform it if you can't feel the wind. When a warrior spirit is in harmony with the world, all its secrets will be revealed. I knew it was a good idea to bring you along. What do you feel? What secrets are out there? I'm sorry, I'm just a little excited. This place, it feels dead. Yeah, like the inhabitants disappeared in a flash. The wind, the world, It all feels vacant. Like we're sitting on a sacred site that has to remain undisturbed. You sound a little scared. A true warrior fears nothing. I guess I'm not a true warrior, though. It is putting me on edge. Like, any moment, something will rise and devour me. We're all here together. I might not be able to do much to fight, but you can count on me. Don't worry, I haven't trained for years just to let some spooky camp make me run in fright. Defending you is my duty. I just feel really ill here. Can we go soon? We will soon. Is there anything I can do to help? Tea is a sage's drink, not a brave warrior's, but, oh, she offered her tea. I skipped something. Tea is a sage's drink, not a brave warrior's, but thanks for thinking of me. Aren't all warriors supposed to be scholars as well as fighters? Try some. You caught me. It's too bitter for my tastes. I like sweet things.
So things that aren't like you?
I'm so sweet that you can't leave me out in the rain. Did you find anything?
Whoever was here fled quickly, but assured that we would have no easy way to follow them. It could be possible that the researchers were captured by pirates.
Pirates would have taken everything of value. That generator over there is worth thousands, but it was left behind.
Then what do you think happened, Lizard Brain?
I don't know.
If you're going to shoot down my theory, at least have something to replace it with.
Ground team, this is Bridge. Go ahead.
Negative on those scans. You're all alone down there.
Thanks. Book seal out. I told you, the wind never lies. So, we have no clues.
It would appear so. Someone's trying very hard to make sure we do not find out what happened to the researchers.
Faye shoves her way past Zuri's outstretched wings, clearly trying to get to me in a hurry. I might have a clue.
Did you find a bone or something?
Oh, that was rude. I'm not a dog.
You always fooled me.
Please hurry, Major. I didn't want to touch it. Is it hazardous? Sold. Get the chem gear.
Roger.
No, you just need to see for yourself. Captain Moonfall leads me to a spot on the far edge of camp. The soil is disturbed and I can see where she was digging. Was she secretly looking for a bone? If she was, she found me one. A datapad lies half buried in the soil, the corner of the rectangle tablet just out. I can only assume that Captain Moonfall was pulling it out when she realized I should do it. You were really smart to leave the what are you doing? Go away. You were very smart to leave the excavation to me. We don't want to risk damaging it. That's not it. This isn't dirt staining the screen. Curiosity gets the better of me, so I skip safely following procedures, pull it out without being delicate. She's right. That dirt stain is too far red from being soil. Perhaps they found it on another planet. If they found it somewhere with red sand, this makes no sense. Why would they dig up one place to bury it in another? It wouldn't have a splotchy pattern as if it was from soil. Could it be blood? Dried up blood? It smells like it. Blood, but whose? Why? Who would bury a blood-covered datapad? How deep was it? Barely under the surface. I was looking for more signs of disturbed ground, but none of the others had anything buried in them. Rats. So we might be able to pull something useful from this one. We shouldn't stay here. What do you mean? We need to do a full scan of the area. It's possible that we may find fate of our missing researchers. There's something wrong here. Very wrong. The land. My father always told me to listen to the animals. If you can't hear them, he said you should run. Even though I've got a slightly worrisome feeling, I don't feel anything like Zuri or Moonfollow are talking about. Still, I would be unwise to ignore advice from my crew. Everyone gather up. We'll head back to the Nimros and investigate this datapad further.
Don't tell me you're getting cold feet of a spooked puppy who can't handle a little blood.
I can. Major, please listen to us. We need to go now. Darkness is setting.
It's just a storm cloud. You can't seriously think you're going to dissolve because you're so sweet.
Sol, our security officer just said they don't feel safe here anymore. We're going.
Fine.
I look at the storm clouds off in the distance. I don't like retreating from mystery, but if my crew is to trust in me, I must trust in them. Besides, I've got a potential clue. I brush off the remaining specks of dirt from the tarnished silver casing. My little enigma must have something important on it. It has to. Someone tried hiding this one. I can only hope it's a researcher who didn't want whatever got to the other computers. It must be someone who knows the truth and can never die. People don't murder others over old trinkets and ruins. Something important was here. Perhaps something dangerous. Command wouldn't have sent me after old pottery. A weapon, maybe? A weapon is something people would kill over. A weapon is worth sending out a Cito. A weapon. Could there have been an ancient weapon of mass destruction buried on these grounds? Have we disturbed the grounds of a mystery best left unsolved? Zuri slightly gripped my shoulder, bringing me back to reality. Sorry. Everyone pull out. As I step out of the shuttle airlock, I can't help but feel a little happy. It almost feels like returning home after a long day at work. Actually, that is what it is. Huh. Never really thought about it. This ship is my home now. The commander should hear about her discoveries. I'm going to report in to her before I tear this thing apart. Go on ahead. I need a word with Lieutenant Zuri. Huh? Sol, it was my decision to come back home. I know, and I accept that. I just need to talk to her about something work-related. All right. Don't be too long. This will be quick. Do you think she'll be all right with him? Tell the commander that I got mud all over my boots. I'll be there shortly. I'll go tell her. Thanks. I barely make it 10 feet from Sol's deep voice booms out. Why is he yelling at her? Lieutenant! What were you thinking out there? Thoughts. That's what most people think. Let me make myself a little more clear. When I looked up for my investigation, do you know what I saw? The sun, a bird, Natalie. If you knew I was good for you, you would stop talking. I saw you, Lieutenant, staring off into space when she was on duty. I wasn't staring off into space, I swear, Major. Okay, the forest. I don't care what you were staring at. It wasn't at any of your security equipment. Let me be clear. I barely tolerate your constant accidental assaults, your lax behavior, and your disrespect. I somehow manage to muster the strength each day not to write all in that paperwork. But when we finally have a real use for you, the last thing I imagined you doing was standing there with your mouth open. You keep telling me how you want a real warrior. I do. I am. Then what the hell were you doing out there? The whole team was in danger because of your actions. I had it under control. Why can't you trust me? Mind your tone. Sir, I wasn't zoning out or whatever you think I might have been. Oh, and what were you doing, Lieutenant? I was sensing the wind. What? With my wings, I can detect the slightest vibrations in the air, which allows me to detect any threat long before it gets close to us. That's amazing. You think so? Of course. How anyone could be so remarkably stupid proves that we clearly have not hit bottom of the barrel. It's true. I don't doubt that you believe in your freaky mutant superpower. However, can you tell me what this is? It's my sensor monitor. And what does it do? It allows me to monitor my sensors that I've placed around the camp, sir. And now, I'm sir again. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? That I should have relied upon my sensors per regulation, sir? I know it's pointless to say, but if you know that, I shouldn't have to remind you. Don't slack at the next sight. I'm counting on you to protect us. Yes, sir. He's so mean! She's... Oh, Soul! Why are you such a douchebag? She's just being her, and then you're a douche nozzle. And watch where you put those talents of yours. You smashed a couple of bottles at the site I was going to inspect. Soul looks exasperated, but I'm on the fence as if I should support him. True, Zuri needs to follow her checklist, but having a second layer of defense is smart. What if Zuri's methods had detected something the sensors couldn't read? But what if Zuri missed something on her sensors and we got attacked? Both of them are right. I want to move in and support them to end this, but I can't undermine the Nimrod's executive officer when he's setting his standards. All I can just do is support them both and hope that someday see that they both could have been right or wrong today. Oh, hey. You seem to hold up pretty well. He must have been in a good mood today. He actually yelled at me for something other than being a lizard. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. Besides, a good warrior doesn't let petty insults get under his skin. She always says as she brushes away something that glistened from the corner of her eyes. Still, her ability to bounce back is admirable. If it makes you feel better, I didn't feel like I was in any danger with you there. I felt like we were in danger. It was like the land was crying out in anger at our arrival. Land. Crying out. I'll have to check the shuttle's external audio records to see if there's something I didn't hear. Hey, Nat. Thanks for standing up for me out there. I look so surprised. What did you think I was going to do? Call you lizard brain and ignore your recommendations? You're good friends with Soul, so yeah. Just because we're friends doesn't mean we see eye to eye on everything. I trust him, Zuri, but I trust you as well. You trust me? I've never heard that before. Well, what? Most people only say that they can trust me to screw things up. I'm going to be the best warrior there is. You can count on me, Nat. People trust her to screw things up? Well, I can trust her because she's a fellow soldier. No, Zuri seems so passionate. I want to have faith in her. It would be ill of me not to give her my full support. Let's go back. I'll show you. I fight to meet the storm threatening to destroy you. How about we go report into the commander before she becomes an evil storm herself? Roger. I like her. It's good to have a kind, good-spirited security officer. Victory and promotions are ensured.
Serious stuff.
Ma'am, Major Puxio report. I found the escape trail of the shuttles. Welcome back, Major. I found all 5 of their escape trails to throw us off. I bet you didn't find anything.
I've already heard your story, Lieutenant.
But she hasn't. I bet you regretted not sending me along, aren't you? The camp was abandoned. It didn't appear to be ransacked, but we were unable to locate any documentation or electronic devices. See, you should have had a real hero go with. Except for this data pad. We found it covered in dry blood and buried in the dirt. Captain Moonfall was the one to find it.
Excellent work. I also want to commend you on your hasty retreat. The storm you spotted appeared to be growing in strength. Our sensors are reporting weather strong enough to prevent takeoff. So much for going back there now. That storm could have been dangerous. But was that a simple coincidence or a sign of something more sinister? Zuri looks disturbed, her frank smile from earlier being replaced with restless looks of distress. I'm gonna bring her with me from now on. Even if she was wrong, she's got a good sense for the weather. I'd rather not be trying to search a site in a hurricane. Let me see that. Not so fast. Let me see that. I meant I haven't done an in-depth investigation on it yet. We don't know the secrets it may contain. Power on. We should be doing this in a controlled location. It needs a password. Did you think to find it? Give it back. I snatch it out of the rude Kitsune's hands before she has a chance to inflict any further potential harm. If you'll excuse me, ma'am, I'll report in once I determine what sort of secrets it may contain. While we do what? Sit on our thumbs? I already told you I have location of 5 outbound shuttles. Then follow one of them. I will give you a better idea where we're to go after I work on this. Fine! This is not fine. It's actually dangerous, unlike a storm we ran from. Trust her, Soul. I do trust in Natalie. If she thinks that we should continue forward while she works on the device, why can you not support her decisions?
Because he doesn't trust any of us.
Hello. Never mind them, my dear. Let us return to the lab and begin our work.
Oh, dear Lord, everybody's just popping in. I want to help. Me too. All right, let's get cracking. I'll get us to the sites where Star thinks the runaway shuttle went. You can count on me.
Us?
Thanks. I won't let you down.
little nervous with all three of you hovering over my shoulder. This is boring. Hey, something happened. It takes a while for my program to work. It takes a few hours before we can pull all the encrypted data off. If you will pardon me, I must do an inventory of our supplies, my dear.
I gotta go as well. Bye!
Go ahead and leave. I can tell you're bored out of your mind as well.
Aren't you bored as well?
No way. There's too much mystery behind this. I want to be here the second this finishes. You're so motivated. I'm annoyed is more like it. Try as I might, there aren't enough clues to build any sort of cases. My report back to command is gonna sound so weak and pathetic. I can feel my promotion slipping through the cracks, but I'm gonna let it.
How about you show me how to play Candy Shop?
We need to focus on the job at hand. You look like you're about to tear your hair out. I am.
Maybe you just need to think about it in a different way.
By playing games? I would think this should serve a better role model than that, Zuri. Sounds professional, I believe. The real answer is I would have broke one out if the security cracking program didn't cause immense lag. I have an idea. Why don't you play some music for me while I wait?
Or we could just sit here in silence and wait. I like that idea.
You don't have to play if you don't want to play. It's okay. So much for that approach. I think I'm going to try playing my soundtrack of flute music and see if she'll play along next time. I know I'm being a bother, but I want to hear it live. Over the whir of the machines, I can hear faint muttering. I glance over at Zuri and see her lips moving ever so slightly. If you want to tell me to shut up, feel free. The lab is the one place where rank holds no place. You think I'm a warrior, right? I am. I think I am. You are what you think you are. Wait, is that why you won't play for me? You can't be seriously thinking that. I think a good workout is exactly what I need right now. My coach would be so disappointed in how much I've been slacking. I'm not that stupid. You are what you think you are. So, I'm a slacker? Do you think I'm a real warrior? I've played more computer games than you know exist and barely passed my fitness test. No rank here. Tell me the truth. I don't think you are. Scholars aren't warriors. They're weaklings. But you seem like a really smart scholar, and I like you as a friend. I'm glad you think so. I like you as well. However, I also think you're completely and utterly wrong. I am a real warrior. Oh? Then let's spar. I need to practice my stances. No. You'd have me sprawled out on the floor. I'd rather not have to do work later with potential broken bone. But you said you were a warrior. I am. I just fight a different type of battle than you do. I don't get you. You scholars are all the same. Trying to confuse me. Maybe you're just not trying hard enough to understand. The glowing green light catches my attention. I flick the transfer switch and sit down to my computer chair. Sorry, Zuri. The rest of my life lesson's gonna have to wait until later.
It's ready? Is there anything I can do to help?
Let me concentrate and I'll show you how to be a warrior in the digital age.
That's not a real fight.
Never is when I'm involved. Transfer complete. The program reports that I've acquired all files on datapad. The most boring and exciting part of my investigation begins. One by one, I have to sort through each one of these files until I find something of use. People might call this invasion of privacy, but I like to think of getting a mission done.
Whoever owned this played Candy Shop too.
Focus, Zuri. Sorry. The first thing to check is personal documents. If there's one place I'm going to jackpot, it's in these. Incriminating records, here I come. Minutes tick by as I flip through each of the 20 massive files in the document folder. Occasionally I'll throw in a non-suspect one to Zuri to keep her distracted. My excitement dwindles with each passing one. Most of them are standard issue textbooks. I even recognize a few from when I was schooling days. I figured out how to go back! I'm so excited now. My excitement dwindles with each passing one. Most of them are standard issue textbooks. I even recognize a few of them from my schooling days. There isn't even a general theme. I've got an ancient civilization book on one side and a fantasy book about dragons on the other. Pass the dragon one to Zuri. who dives right into it. Whoever owned this book didn't keep records or journal entries. The only written documents I can find are basic composition course. I found a damn undergraduate's data pad. Damn it, worthless. If I could breathe fire and smashed up with my massive talents, it would be so cool. Did you smash thing at the site according to Soul? Would you want to do more of that? No, you're no fun. If you were 20 feet high, we wouldn't be able to fit you in the ship either. Can't you let me have a dream of being a super powerful beast of legends? I'm just curious why you'd want that. You seem to be powerful enough as you are. Nobody would dare fight me if I was such a menacing monster. Protecting people would be easy. Dragons protected gold, not people. The mindless drivel coming out of my mouth is only stalling on the onset here. Some young student's notes on a course I once taught isn't going to solve this. Don't fear, Nat. We'll get through this. You'll find the clues and I'll transform into a towering green dragon. Of course, Zuri. I'm sure you how a warrior digital air fights. Rally, Natalie. Really, Natalie? You can appear weak. Okay, some of the grammar in this isn't too great, but I'm finding it. I'll flip through the pictures next. Nothing jumps out at me. The kid couldn't have been a year over 16. Where is he now? I can only assume the worst. I see a picture with a tall man and a plump female, both with graying hair. Parents, probably at home wondering where their son is on his adventures in the galaxy. Does she worry about me? If Dad was still around, I know he would. He was adamant that I became a professor and teach history, not travel the universe. This is why we fight. Yeah. You might not believe it, but Sol always used to tell me that he joined the Force so kids didn't have to feel unsafe in our turbulent age. Really? Why couldn't he have said that? Does Sol seem like the type of person to admit something so weak and heartfelt? I think compassion isn't a weakness. It is when you put yourself in danger every day of the week. I flip past the pictures, unable to dwell on it any longer. It isn't until the very last set of pictures I finally find something of interest. Ooh, transfer me that one! Transfer me that one! A towering limestone tablet with delicate inscriptions carved into it. I don't remember seeing that on the research site. A giant rock would have stuck out. The pictures coming in a variety of angles. There's no notes associated with them, but I can only assume that the person who took these was excited. The rock was something important. Zuri, do you understand these inscriptions? I've never seen anything like this before. Ignat fala sor tui no. You read it? Nope. I'm just saying random things to sound smart. Not sure if sarcastic or trying to insult me. Sorry, I really don't have any idea what these things say. Do not ever joke like that again. Sorry, Major. I enjoy a good laugh, but not at the heat of things. Computer, cross-check this with cryptology. Computer, cross-check this with my Computer, cross-check this with my cryptography database. I want to know what language this is. Yes, Major Puxio, cross-checking the internal database before sending to external sites. Estimated response from SIT Sector 3 logistics database in 12 hours. 12 hours? Welcome to the joys of interstellar communications. We won't be able to get a connection when we're in shift. I guess command is going to have to wait a day. Which reminds me, Lieutenant Starr, this is Major Puxio in private. If you want to talk to me, do it in person. Too pressing. Could you distinguish what type of shuttle left the shift trails? Even if I could, do you know how many different types of ships are out there? Billions. 3,822 known types of crafts will still be in use, but I really just need to know if you can determine the size of the ship. No! They're all the same stupid size. I just picked a random path, or do you suddenly have one for me to choose? No, Lieutenant. I don't have any update routes for you. We just need to be on our guard. One of those escape shuttles is carrying precious cargo. So you do have something. Not until I can confirm a few things. Puxio out. Hey, wait! Did
you hear the part about... Didn't you hear that out part of my call? Steffi wants you buckled up. Steffi wants you buckled up. We're getting ready to make shift in 5 minutes. Roger. Out. Forgot about the jump. Like I said before, you're not quite a warrior yet. I'm gonna buckle myself down my bunk, think this over. Wake me up in a few hours, please. Good night and good dreams.
No, I don't want dreams. I want answers. Let it simmer for a while, and then answers will come to you. I can only hope that some answers to this mysterious script will be delivered soon, and we're not too late before the shuttles disappear on us.
Okay. I'm gonna end at this one here. It just seems like a good idea. So, let's see. Landed on a planet with no name. Found a data pad covered in blood. Seems to be an undergrad. Cat girl's a bitch. Dog girl's kind of weird. Dragon girl's perky. Dragon guy's a creep. And then there's Soul. He's a kind of an asshole. But, alright, we're gonna end this here. I'll pick this back up tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And I will see y'all beautiful people later.